Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Cup English. My name is Liam.
And I'm Chloe. We're so happy you're here with us today.
This podcast is for people who want to practice English every day. We speak slowly, we use simple words, and we talk about real life.
Yes, real conversations. Nothing too hard, but still useful. And, of course, fun.
Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please hit that button. We post new episodes every single day.
So, grab your coffee or tea or maybe just some water.
Sit down, relax, and let's talk together.
Today, we have a very interesting topic. It's something that everyone knows, but not everyone likes.
Yes, today we're going to talk about the power of saying no.
Saying no sounds simple, right?
But it's not simple. Many people feel bad when they say no.
I feel that too. Sometimes I don't want to say no. I want to be nice.
And me too. But always saying yes can be a problem.
So today, we will talk about why saying no is important.
And how saying no can actually help your life.
Great. Let's get started.
So, Liam, let me ask you, do you think saying no is rude?
When I was younger, yes. I thought saying no was not polite. My parents always told me, be nice, say yes, help people.
I understand that. In school, teachers also tell us to be friendly, to share, to agree. And many people think that saying no is selfish.
Exactly. When I say no, sometimes I feel guilty, like I am a bad friend or I don't care.
Yes, but the truth is, saying no is not always bad. It's not always selfish.
Right. Sometimes saying no is actually the best choice.
For example, imagine someone asks you to go out on a Friday night, but you are very tired. If you say yes, maybe you feel worse the next day.
Yes, then you are tired, maybe sick, maybe you don't do your work. That is not good.
So, saying no in that situation is not rude. It's smart. It's taking care of yourself.
I like that. Saying no is not always negative. It can be a positive thing.
Exactly. No means you respect your time and your energy.
And if people are real friends, they will understand.
Yes, that's important. If someone is a good friend, they don't get angry when you say no.
So maybe we should change how we think. No is not a bad word.
Yes, no is a word of power. It gives you control.
Wow, that sounds strong. A small word, but with big power.
Exactly. And in the next part, we will share some personal stories about saying yes too much.
Oh, yes, I have many of those stories.
Me too. Let's talk about that.
So, Chloe, you said you also have some stories about saying yes too much. Do you want to go first, or should I?
You can start, Liam. I want to hear your story.
Okay. So, when I was in college, I had many friends, and I wanted to make everyone happy. So, when people asked me for help, I always said yes.
Like help with homework or moving things?
Everything. Sometimes it was homework. Sometimes it was carrying boxes. Sometimes it was giving someone a ride in my car. I always said yes.
Wow, that sounds like a lot.
It was. At first, it felt good. People said, "Thank you, Liam. You're so kind." And I felt happy. But after some time, I was tired.
Of course, you can't do everything for everyone.
Yes. One week, I had 3 exams. But still, I said yes to help my roommate move to a new apartment. That took a whole day.
Oh no, and you needed that day to study, right?
Yes, I needed it, but I didn't want to disappoint him. So I said yes. And then I failed one exam.
Oh, Liam, that's tough.
It was my mistake. My friend didn't force me. I chose to say yes. But after that, I started to think maybe always saying yes is not good.
That's a very real story. Thank you for sharing.
Sure. What about you, Chloe? Do you also have a yes too much story?
Yes, I have many, but one is very clear in my mind. It was at my old job.
Okay, tell us.
I was working in an office. My boss often asked, "Can you do this extra task?" Or "Can you stay late today?" And I always said yes.
Because you wanted to look good at work.
Exactly. I wanted to be a good worker. I wanted my boss to think, "Chloe is great." So I never said no.
And what happened?
Well, I became very stressed. Every day I had more work. I stayed late almost every night. I was tired. I didn't see my friends. I didn't sleep enough.
That sounds terrible.
Yes. And one day I started to cry in the office. I was just so tired.
Oh, wow. That shows how much pressure you felt.
Yes. And my boss was surprised. He said, "Chloe, why didn't you say no sometimes?"
Really? He said that?
Yes. And that's when I learned something important. Sometimes people expect us to say no. They don't always want us to say yes.
That's interesting. So, by always saying yes, you actually created a problem.
Exactly. My boss thought I was okay. He didn't know I was stressed. If I had said no earlier, maybe things would be better.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yes. So since then, I try to be more careful. I don't always say yes. I think first.
I like that. Think first, answer later.
Yes, because when you say yes too fast, sometimes you pay the price later.
That's so true.
So both of us learned the hard way. Saying yes all the time makes life harder.
Right. It makes you tired, stressed, and sometimes even sick.
And it can hurt your relationships too.
Yes, because maybe you say yes to one person, but then you cancel plans with another.
Exactly. And then your friend is sad or upset.
So the lesson is clear. Always saying yes is dangerous.
Yes. And in the next part, we can talk about why saying no is actually powerful.
Yes, I like that part. The power of no.
Let's go there.
So, Chloe, we just talked about the problems of always saying yes. Now let's talk about the good side of saying no.
Yes, I think saying no is a way to protect yourself.
Protect yourself? What do you mean?
I mean, when you say no, you protect your time, your energy, and even your health.
Ah, I see. Like when you say no to a party, you can rest instead.
Exactly. You give your body and your mind what they need.
That's true. Sometimes I go to a party just because I don't want to say no. But later, I feel so tired. The next day, I can't focus at work.
Yes, and maybe you even get sick if you don't rest. So saying no is not just about refusing something. It's about choosing what is best for you.
I like that idea. Saying no is choosing.
Yes, it's choosing your health, your peace, your priorities.
That sounds powerful.
It is. I remember last month, my friends invited me to go on a weekend trip. It sounded fun, but I was really tired. So I said, no, not this time.
And how did they react?
At first, they were a little surprised, but then they said, "Okay, Chloe, take some rest." And you know what? I felt so happy with my choice. I stayed home, slept, read a book, and on Monday, I felt amazing.
That's a perfect example. If you said yes, maybe you would feel worse on Monday.
Exactly. So that no was a gift to myself.
I love that. A no can be a gift.
Yes, and not only to yourself. Sometimes no can also be good for other people.
Really? How?
For example, if you are too busy and someone asks you for help, if you say yes, but you are tired and stressed, maybe you don't help very well.
Ah, I understand. If you say no, maybe they find someone else who can help better.
Exactly. A clear no is more honest than a weak yes.
That's so true. I remember one time my friend asked me to play basketball. I said yes, but I was tired. I played badly, I complained, and I didn't enjoy it. My friend didn't enjoy it either.
See? If you just said no, both of you would be happier.
You're right. So a good no can save everyone's time and energy.
Yes. Saying no also helps you focus on what is important.
Like your goals?
Yes. For example, if you are studying English and a friend asks, "Do you want to play video games?" If you always say yes, you never study. But if you sometimes say no, you make time for your goal.
That's so smart. No helps you grow.
Exactly. And no also teaches people about your boundaries.
Boundaries? Can you explain?
Sure. Boundaries mean the lines that show what you can or cannot do. If you never say no, people think they can always ask more.
Ah, yes. But if you sometimes say no, people learn to respect you.
Right. They understand your limits.
That makes sense. I think saying no is also about respect. Respect for yourself and respect for others.
Yes. If you respect yourself, other people will respect you too.
Wow. So the power of no is really strong. It protects your health, your time, your goals, and even your relationships.
Exactly. And I think the more you practice, the easier it becomes.
That's true. The first no is always the hardest. But after that, it feels better.
Yes, and you start to see the good results.
I feel inspired. I think I will try to say no more often.
Me too. And in the next part, maybe we can share some tips about how to say no politely.
Yes, because sometimes we want to say no, but we don't want to hurt feelings.
Exactly. So let's talk about that.
So, Chloe, we just talked about the problems of always saying yes. But here's the problem. How can we say no without sounding rude?
That's a great question. Many people worry about this. They want to say no, but they don't want to hurt anyone.
Exactly. I sometimes say yes only because I don't want to sound mean.
Yes, me too. But the good news is you can say no in a kind way.
Really? How?
Well, you don't always need to say only the word no. You can use a full sentence. For example, "Sorry, I can't right now."
Oh, I like that. It's short, polite, and clear.
Yes. Another example, "I would love to, but I'm busy today."
That's nice too. It shows you care, but you still say no.
Exactly. You give respect, but you keep your boundary.
Let me try. If my friend asks me to go out tonight, but I need to sleep, I could say, "Thanks for asking, but I need to rest."
Perfect. That's polite and honest.
This feels easier than I thought.
Yes, there are many polite ways. For example, "I'm sorry, I already have plans. Not today. Maybe another time. I need to focus on my work now."
Those sound really good. Not rude at all.
Yes, and tone of voice is important too. If you say it with a smile, people understand.
That's true. Sometimes it's not the words, it's how you say them.
Exactly. If you say no with anger, it sounds rude. But if you say it kindly, it sounds fine.
I think people also respect honesty.
Yes. If you lie like, "Oh, I'm sick," when you're not, it can hurt later. Honest no is better.
That's a good point. So honest plus kind equals polite no.
Exactly.
Okay, let's make a little practice. I'll give you a situation and you show me how to say no politely.
Sounds fun. Go ahead.
All right, situation 1. I ask you, "Hey Chloe, can you help me move my furniture this weekend?" But you are busy.
I could say, "I'm sorry, Liam. I already have plans this weekend. I can't help this time."
That's good. clear but polite.
Yes. Okay, my turn. Situation 2, I ask you, Liam, do you want to join us for dinner tonight? But you are very tired.
I would say, thanks so much for inviting me, but I need to rest tonight. Maybe next time.
Perfect. That sounds friendly.
This is fun. One more?
Sure. Situation 3, a coworker asks you, can you finish this report for me? But you already have too much work.
I could say, I'm sorry, I have a lot of work already. I can't take more right now.
Yes, that's respectful and clear.
I see now. It's not scary to say no.
No, it's not. You just need the right words.
And the right attitude.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need to give a long explanation.
Oh, that's important. Sometimes I talk too much, like, sorry, I can't because I'm tired and I didn't sleep and my dog is sick and...
Yes. Too many details. Just a simple reason is enough.
So keep it short, honest, and kind.
Yes, that's the formula.
I feel more confident now. Next time I need to say no, I'll try one of these sentences.
Me too. It's all about practice. The more we do it, the easier it becomes.
So true. In the next part, maybe we can talk about balance. Like, when should we say yes and when should we say no?
Yes, because life is not just no. Sometimes saying yes is wonderful.
Yes, like when a friend needs real help. If my best friend calls and says, Liam, my car broke down, can you give me a ride? I think I should say yes.
Of course, in that case, saying yes shows kindness and support.
Right, so maybe the key is to ask, is this important? Is this good for the relationship?
Yes, exactly. If saying yes makes your life and their life better, then it's a good yes.
But if saying yes makes you stressed, tired, or angry, then maybe it should be a no.
Exactly. It's about balance.
I like that. Balance between helping others and helping yourself.
Yes, and balance between fun and responsibility, too.
What do you mean?
For example, your friend says, let's play video games all night. It sounds fun, but tomorrow you have an exam. If you say yes, maybe it's fun now, but bad tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I see. In that case, saying no is smarter.
Exactly. But if tomorrow is Saturday, no work, no school, maybe saying yes is okay.
So we should think about the timing too.
Yes, timing and priorities.
Maybe we can make a simple rule.
Okay, what's your rule?
Rule 1. If saying yes helps me and helps the other person, I say yes.
That's good.
Rule 2. If saying yes hurts me, I should think again, maybe say no.
Perfect. I like that.
Do you have a rule too?
Yes, my rule is before I answer, I stop and ask myself, do I really want to do this? If the answer is no, then I also say no.
That's smart, because sometimes we answer too fast.
Yes, too fast, then later we regret it.
Exactly.
So taking one moment to think makes everything better.
I agree. And saying yes is also powerful.
Yes, it is. Saying yes to new opportunities, to adventure, to growth.
Right, like when someone asks, do you want to try a new class? Or do you want to meet new people? Sometimes saying yes can change your life.
Exactly. If you only say no, you miss good experiences.
So again, it's about balance. Not too many yeses, not too many nos.
Yes, a healthy mix.
I think that's the secret. A strong yes and a strong no. At the right time.
Yes, and you feel free because you're the one making the choice.
That's so true. Choice is freedom.
Yes, and freedom makes life better.
So balance is the key word here.
Exactly. Balance gives you peace, health, and good relationships.
I like that. In the next part, maybe we can give some practical tips for our listeners.
Yes, real tips they can try today.
Okay, let's do that. So we've talked a lot about saying no. Now, maybe it's time to share some practical tips, something our listeners can try in their daily life.
Yes, good idea. Let's keep it simple and useful.
Okay, I'll go first. My first tip is start small. Don't try to say no to big things first. Begin with little things.
That's smart. Can you give an example?
Sure. For example, if someone offers you more food and you are already full, just say, "No, thank you." It's small, but it helps you practice.
Yes, exactly. Small steps make it easier.
My second tip, take a pause before you answer.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, sometimes when people ask us for something, we answer too fast. But if you stop, breathe, and think for just a few seconds, you can make a better choice.
That's so true. Even saying, let me think about it, gives you time.
Exactly. And that short pause can save you from stress later.
Great tips, Liam. Now it's my turn. My first tip is use polite words. Don't just say no. Add kind words like sorry or thank you.
Yes, that makes a big difference.
For example, instead of saying just no, say sorry, I can't today, or thank you, but not this time. It feels softer.
That sounds very natural.
My second tip is don't explain too much.
Oh, yes, that's important.
Sometimes we feel we need a big story. I can't because I'm busy, I have to do laundry, my dog is sick, my computer is broken. Too many details.
Yes, I do that sometimes.
But really, one short reason is enough. I'm busy today, or I need to rest. Simple and clear.
I like that. It saves time and feels more confident.
Yes, and people usually understand.
So let's repeat our tips. Mine are start small and take a pause before you answer.
And mine are use polite words and don't explain too much.
That's 4 simple tips our listeners can try today.
Yes, and the more you practice, the easier it becomes.
I think practice is the real secret.
Yes, start small, but keep going.
And soon, saying no will feel natural and strong.
Exactly.
So, are we ready for the last part?
Yes, in the final part, let's make a quick summary and say goodbye to our listeners.
Perfect. Let's do it. All right, friends, we are now at the end of today's episode.
Yes, let's make a short summary before we say goodbye.
Good idea. So, what did we talk about today?
First, we said that many people think saying no is rude, but really, it's not always bad.
Right. Then we shared our personal stories about saying yes too much and how it made us tired and stressed.
Yes, and after that, we explained why saying no is powerful. It protects your time, your health, and your energy.
Exactly. Then we showed some polite ways to say no, like, "Sorry, I can't right now," or "Thank you, but not this time."
And we also talked about balance, when to say yes and when to say no, because both are important.
Yes, life needs balance.
Finally, we gave 4 practical tips. Start small, take a pause before answering, use polite words, and don't explain too much.
That's a good list.
Yes. So the big message today is don't be afraid to say no. It is not rude, it is not selfish, it is smart, and it gives you freedom.
Exactly. Saying no can actually make your life better.
And remember, practice makes it easier.
Yes, try it today, even in small ways.
We believe in you.
Before we finish, we want to say thank you for listening to Daily Cup English.
Yes, thank you so much. We love having you here with us.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our new episodes.
We post every day so you can practice English with us every single day.
And if you liked today's episode, maybe share it with a friend.
Yes, sharing is caring.
Okay, friends, that's all for today.
Take care of yourself, and remember, sometimes no is the best answer.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.